Hi, I'm Don from Don Drones On. This video will help you get started with the Drone Pilot Canada app so you can record your first flight. Let's get into it. Congratulations on purchasing Drone Pilot Canada. We've made the app as intuitive as possible, but hey, it can't hurt to point you in the right direction for your first flight. So when you first launch the app, you'll be requested to acknowledge a disclaimer. There's nothing scary here, pretty standard stuff. Really just making sure you know that you as the pilot are ultimately responsible for the safety and legality of your flight. Now, if you choose not to say okay to the disclaimer, no aerodrome or airspace zones will be displayed on the map, which will suck. But the disclaimer is available under the hamburger menu on the Additional Resources screen, should you decide to acknowledge it later. By the way, that Additional Resources screen also shows you the current version of the app and has a Contact Us button and other handy things, so keep that place in mind. And while you're poking around the menus, I suggest you also turn on backups. You'll get all excited about flying later on and forget to do this, so let's do it now. Hamburger menu again, where all the administrative functions live, then Data Management, then Enable Backups. Carefully read the notices here, and assuming you're okay with your flight data being stored in the cloud, go ahead and enable backups. It's super critical to write down the 8-character recovery code you'll be given. Put it in a safe place. If you lose your phone or get a new one, this is the only way you'll be able to recover your Drone Pilot Canada data, and you don't want to lose that. Okay, now let's record that first flight. You'll notice the map screen is showing your current location. Makes sense. And of course, you can zoom in or out the usual way. And you can also switch between the road map view and satellite view. If you're within a colored zone, red or yellow, you'll want to tap the map at your location to determine what those zones mean and to see if it's okay to fly here. Assuming all is well, hit New Flight. Tap the data area beside Pilot, then tap Add New and enter the pilot's name and information. When you're done, tap the back button to return and select your pilot from the list. Yeah, I know there's only one now, but you could have others later. Back on the New Flight screen, tap the area beside Aircraft, then again tap Add New and enter your aircraft information. When your aircraft model is shown on the list, we will automatically provide you with a link to the instruction manual for the drone, and you can download it to your device or just leave it on the web if you prefer. Having your drone's instruction manual with you at all times is a Transport Canada requirement. When you're done, tap back to return and select your aircraft. Back on the New Flight screen again, tap the Set Default to remember your crew and aircraft selections for subsequent flights. Later, you can edit or add to your crew and aircraft data via the crew and aircraft functions on the hamburger menu. And you can even download your pilot certificate and drone registration documents to your device, but we'll do that later. Tapping on Weather will show you the current weather data, including the KP index, which is an indication of geomagnetic storms. The weather information is automatically added to your flight log. Next, review the pre-flight checklist and other procedures via the Checklist Procedures button. Tap Start Flight to initiate the flight timer. Now you can go ahead and fly your drone. After landing, tap End Flight to stop the timer. Enter a flight title and flight notes if you wish, then tap Save Flight Record, and you're done. Now, you've probably seen lots of other functions and buttons as you went through this demo, and we'll get into those in other videos. But for now, great job. You've set up Drone Pilot Canada for you and your drone and recorded your first flight. Drone Pilot Canada, built by Canadians for Canadian drone pilots. Safe and happy flying.